Hello friends, welcome to our channel Exploring Things Around, and today we'll continue more about on we'll discuss more on interest calculator which we created in our last session. So before we start, if you liked our video, if you like our effort, please support us by clicking on subscribe button. So let's get into our today's topic. So as we discussed earlier, so when we compile our program, it goes through number of process, it goes through number of passes, goes through number of checks. So first step is preprocessor. Once we, what happens at this stage, our source file is passes through preprocessor and include whatever we have written on top, hash include, or if there's any other macro. So all those header files and all get processed here at this stage, and preprocessed code file got generated. Then it goes through compiler. So what that does, that creates this from this preprocessed file, it creates assembly code file, and that goes through assembler that creates object code file, and here it passes through linker. So if there's any reference to external file, external function, it gets merged with object file, object code file, and finally our executable file gets created. So let's say into our program. So here let's so this is our code from last session, so let's compile it again. So once you click on compile here, so you see it find we find the final output .exe file gets generated here. You can see here on the path interest calculator.exe file, this is the file gets generated. So if you go to this path, we should be seeing this interest calculator.exe file. So let's go to that path. You can see here interest calculator.exe file is there. So let's run it. So you can run it from here. So far we have been running our program from IDE. We go here, we click on run, but you can run this .exe file directly from the path it got generated. So you should be seeing the same kind of output we are getting from the IDE. So let's enter principal amount 100. Let's give some rate of interest, for example 9.87, and let's give number of year 1. You could have noticed output came, but screen went away very quickly. So for that, what we can do, we need to hold our screen for a moment so that user can see. So to hold the screen, we can call getCS function. What this function will do, this function will hold the screen for us unless and until user enters some value, screen will be on hold. So now let's compile again. It got compiled successfully, no error, no warning, and we can see the interest calculator.exe file got generated. So let's run it again from this path itself. Yeah, if you enter now here, let's keep principal amount as 10, rate of interest as 9.87, number of year let's give 1. So if you see here, now screen is on hold and you can see this cursor, blinking cursor. This is coming because of the getCS function. So unless and until we enter some value, this screen will be on hold. Once you click on your keyboard, you press on any button from your keyboard, this screen will go. Let's test that. So I clicked on F. You can click on any button, screen will go away. So this is how we can hold our screen, so that users can see the final result. So let's run it again. I'll show you some more thing. So I am entering again value as 10. Let's take for example 10 rupees. Let's consider the unit of measurement here for currency is 10. So I am saying uh, principal amount is 10. Interest is, it is again 9 point, let's say 87. Uh, Number of year let's say 1. So what output we are getting, it's saying interest calculated is 0.987000, 6 times up to 6 decimal places we are getting the output. But as for we understand, like we have in rupees up to 2 decimal, it makes sense. Up to 2 decimal paisas, it makes sense. We can say like it is 98 paisa, something like that. But here we can get interest amount is 0.987. If you can round it off, it can be 0.99, but here it is 9.98700. That doesn't make any sense. So similarly for total accrued amount also, it goes to 10.987000. So in C we can change this number of decimal places, up to what number of decimal places we want to see the output, we can change that by modifying by using our format specifier. So when we print here, so let's close this screen for now. So see here, percentage f, this is our format specifier. So if we say here dot 2, so whatever output we get, that will come up to 2 decimal places. So interest calculated is percentage dot 2f, so that will give us output up to 2 decimal, let's say is here also. And similarly for total accrued amount dot 2, so we'll be getting output up to 2 decimal places only. So let's compile it again and let's run our executable file here. Yeah. So let's enter principal amount 10, 9.7, let's keep 9.65 for example, and number of year as 1. So if you see this time, interest calculated is 0.96 up to 2 decimal places only. So earlier we could have seen 0.965 3 times 0 again, so that is getting round off and we are getting 0.96, and total accrued amount is 10.97. So this is look wise also this is better and it makes more sense also. So you can expect like you'll be getting 10 rupee 97 paisas at the end of 1 year on this interest rate. So I hope this tutorial add some value. It was, you learned something new today. So let's, so the key takeaway from this tutorial was we learned more about our compilation process. We saw the where the executable file gets created and we can even run our program directly from the executable file. We don't need to go to ID and again to run our program. Once we have created our program, written our program successfully, executed it, everything goes fine. Then in future, whenever we need to use that program, we can directly run the executable file. We learned how to change the precision, decimal number of decimals to be used by changing the format specifier, and we also learned use of getCS function. We can use this if you want to hold the screen. So hope you liked our video, hope you liked our effort. Thank you, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to share it with your friends and support us by clicking on subscribe button. Thank you, thanks for watching.